Shalom. Shalom, Yashrala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. All right, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And it's a quick lesson. We're just gonna pretty much get into, what these people do is vain, right? And we're gonna delve into the Ecclesiastes, the first chapter of what Solomon said about pretty much like how everything here is vanity in comparison to serving the Lord. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start with Ecclesiastes chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, the words of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem. And this is talking about Solomon. All right? Just let you know. And verse 2. It says, vanity of vanity, said the preacher. Says, well, instead of preacher, I'm probably going to say Solomon. Because this who the preacher is. Says Solomon, vanity of vanity, all is vanity. What profit hath the man of all his labor which taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. All right. What else? So I'm gonna go ahead. I might jump through this. See. Oh no. Okay. I'm tripping. I thought it was more. Because, as Solomon says, and he had to take account, man. This is a king that ruled for 40 years, right, over the nation of Israel. Right? Vanity of vanity, all things is vanity, right? So, bro, everything you do here is vanity, right? It's vanity in comparison to serving the Lord, right? Let me see. I'm gonna jump down to verse 14. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 14 says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. So not only is vain, it's a vexation to the spirit, So I was like, dang, man. So all this stuff is vain, which is empty, pointless, and it's a vexation to the spirit. So, it pisses you off being here. Well, it'll piss off a righteous soul. Well, matter of fact, these 2/3, they get pissed off too. Right? So it's like, damn, man, all things down here is just vain. Right? But yeah, man, all things here is vanity when it comes to being here, to be honest. Right? There's no, it's like you can have all the money, all the cars, the clothes, and the hoes, and it's vain. And it's a vexation of spirit, man. And plus, you're doing it in the most wicked kingdom ever, so you're really not going to be happy here. Right? That's why you got celebrities killing themselves now. Right? Or celebrities, they'll have to kill well, I don't want to say kill, but like off themselves or offing their family members or whatnot. So it's like, damn, man, like you got to do all this just to have money, cars, clothes, and hoes. It's like, bro, it's really not even worth it, man. But I'll tell you what, it is worth it. Go ahead and get this 1 Corinthians 15:55. Gotta type it in though. My bad, 58. I'm tripping. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not vain in the Lord. So the only thing that's not vain ultimately is serving Yahweh Shem Shah, right? Because what comes with serving Yahweh Shem Shah comes with immortality, right? New bodies, being looked at as a friend of Yahweh Shah, man. The ones that are close to Yahweh Shah, right? So that's the only thing that's not vain. I think what Matthew 6 chapter goes into that, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, right? Where moth nor rust. Matter of fact, I might as well get that. I think that Matthew 6 and 26 or 36. I will see. Yeah, that's probably. Oh, that's 20. I'm tripping. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. And how do you lay up treasures in heaven? By doing the work, serving Yahweh Bashem Shah. If you have been gifted to teach, you should be teaching. If you know how to teach, if you've been gifted to teach this word and you're not doing it, you are not laying up yourselves treasures upon heaven, right? Now, give or take, we are going to have people that are just believers, right? And if you, as a believer, what are you doing? What are you doing to help out the prophets? Are you getting the prophets any water? You making garments? What are you doing? You got to be doing something, just something, or at least try, pray to the Lord to allow you to do something for the ministry, So yeah, don't lay yourself up treasures upon earth, because guess what? You can lose it. You could lose it. It can get tainted, right? It can get destroyed. Anything can happen to it down here, but treasures upon heaven, new bodies, planets, chariots, plethora of virgins that the Lord just got waiting for you, man. Just like, bro, Lord got some stuff for his man. It's just, you got to stick it through down here, and it sucks, right? It sucks, bro, because we're going through it right now, right? But, hey, you got to have that delayed gratification, right? The Lord, he's gonna spoil his people, man. He's going to spoil his people beyond measure, right? Like, what we comprehended now, the Lord's going to do that, and I really wonder what that's going to look like, which lets you know that, hey, this is not vain, man, right? This is not vain. But I'm going to go ahead and get this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 25. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things, right? Discipline. Now, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, these 2/3. You got your celebrities and whatnot. They do all that to obtain a corruptible crown, man. AKA, they lay their treasures upon earth, where they could lose it at any given moment. Hell, their life can be taken away, and they won't be able to enjoy what they earned or worked so hard for. Right? So I'm reading. It says, now they do it to obtain an incorruptible. They do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right? Serving Yahweh Bashem Shah. Right? Giving up our lives on this side. Now, does that mean we ain't got no hobbies, or we just, all we do is read and study and make lessons and that's it only? No. Jake got downtime, right? Jake got, there's Jake that like to play the game. There's Jake that like to hoop. There's Jake they got their hobbies. There's nothing wrong with doing that as long as you give the Lord his time first. That's what it all boils down to. Did you give the Lord his time? Not only did you give his time, did you do it first? Right? Some brothers can do it, and when they get off of work, when everything is done, they do it at night. Me personally, I just can't do that. I have to do it the first thing in the morning. I have to. All right, because it's gonna set the tone, as Elder Arian I to say, man. You start the day with the Lord, it sets the tone for the rest of the day. You know, that's the best way to do it. You don't want to be giving your Lord, try to put up a sacrifice late at night, or when your day is over with, when you're the most tired. No, you're supposed to do it when you're have the most strength in the morning. If it's, if you're able, of course. Some brothers wake up, brothers work early in the morning and stuff. And, it's understandable. But yeah, man, we're doing this to obtain an incorruptible crown, where they're doing it to obtain a corruptible crown, working so hard, right? And we just got it in that Ecclesiastes 1, man. Solomon, he was just talking about how, man, everything is vanity here, man. And he had everything, all the women, all the clothes, the gold, the jewelry. He had everything. Hell, he even had 40 years of peace. Like a small little foretaste of the kingdom. And he still said, man, all is vanity though. It's pointless. You work hard just to, die off, and then another generation comes, they doing the same thing. An endless cycle. He was like, man, it ain't it. You got to get out of here, man. Right? And that's the mindset you should be in, man. You should be like, man, this really ain't it, man. We got to get out of here. All things is vain, man. Here, meaning. But when it comes to serving the Lord, bro, that's the only thing that's actually beneficial. Because you serve the Lord, what you're going to get is going to be forever. Imagine being 25, which is your peak. 25, peak strength. Your body's feeling good 24/7. You're not subject to demons. So you ain't got to worry about, what people like to say, intrusive thoughts. Right? Or thoughts about, doing anything wrong. You're able to please your power without even trying, pretty much. Because we go off without even trying. Now it's going to be reversed. We're going to be able to just serve the Lord without even trying. Walking in as oracles of Yahweh Shem Shah, just with the laws in us. Right? You mean to tell me that's not worth the fight for? That's the only thing that's not vain in this world. And then on top of this, like, we ain't got to suffer too much longer. I mean, yeah, well, like, whether if it's a year or two, man, that's really not that long. Hell, even if it was 5 years, that's still not that long. Time is short, man. Just continue to be patient. Continue to serve, man. Right? It's all going to pay off in the end. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I ended off by saying, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time I say, Shalom, Yasharallah.